Hey guys, Ralph here. True Power Trumpet Fitness, and welcome to terrific Tuesday here in Connecticut. Not even 6 o'clock yet. I've been up for a couple hours, and I got to get this up. My wife and daughter aren't even awake yet, so I'm not going to play anything. But I have to get this up. I have a dentist appointment along with a handful of students and clients and whatnot. Crazy day, so I want to get this up. But I got such an overwhelming response for the Trump thing. And this isn't a comment on his politics, guys. Please, relax with the politics, all right? This is a guy that, whether you like his moral character or not, everything he touches turns to gold. And he touched me in a very unique way. That doesn't sound right, does it? That doesn't sound right, does it? Anyway, here we go. I'll do a couple more minutes on this. What you see here, these pictures are actually out of my archives. And remember, back then there were no cell phones. It wasn't easy to get snap pictures like this. And these were given to me by one of them I got myself. The other two were given by his assistant, Norma Frederer, who, again, is no longer with a wonderful, wonderful lady that treated me so nicely you would not believe. Trump can be very demanding to deal with, and many times she shielded me from a lot of, if he's having a bad day, Ralph, come back. I'll tell him what you want, but just, it was very, very cool the way she treated me, and wonderful lady. Anyway, this first one, check this out. This was the front page of the New York Daily News, December 24th, 1981. Okay, and if you see in the left, this is a whole thing. That left, you see the Christmas tree, and right across the Trump Tower, it's kind of hard to see in this picture, but there we are, right on that ledge that was built for us overlooking Fifth Avenue. You see down at the bottom the construction worker looking up at us and all this sort of stuff, and that's Lorraine Cooper and Greta Garbo looking up. I don't know if they got the picture or not. But anyway, the caption, the article reads, of all the holiday displays on the Avenue this year's sensation are those 5 trumpeters, part of the New York City brass entourage, perched on the Trump Tower, where they blast out, I love that, blast out triumphant marches and carols. I told you, an absolute sensation. Now here's another one. This is a picture at the grand opening of Trump Tower, which we were playing at, needless to say. We were perched up on, it's this 3-story waterfall, and we were perched, just slamming out, well, this was in February, so this wasn't Christmas. So it's basically just traditional quartet stuff, with maybe some of those Duke Ellington arrangements thrown in, Satin Doll and all that sort of stuff. But it was wonderful. Well, in this picture, you see Donald Trump with Mayor Koch and his lawyer, the infamous Roy Cohn. Roy Cohn, I never knew exactly which one that was. But right behind, if you look at Roy Cohn's right shoulder, that is Trump's wife at the time, Ivana. Ivana was another one that's just a sweetheart. I was in going up to the elevator to talk with Norma once, and just as it's about to close, Ivana comes running in. And we were the only ones in the elevator. And she couldn't have been sweeter. How are you guys doing? It's cold out there. Now, she used to be an Olympic skier, an alternate. I think it was the Austrian ski team. I'm not sure. Czechoslovakia. I'm not sure what it is. But she spent the whole time just telling us about these really cool long underwear you could get, a certain tan that will keep all the cold out, but it will absorb the sweat. So she couldn't have been sweeter. Anyway. Yes, but that was the grand opening at Trump Tower. Anybody that was there, you can't believe. We're just sitting there because we took breaks, 40 on, 20 off back then. We took breaks, and we just hobnob and go get an hors d'oeuvre or something in our tuxedos and try to blend in and not have our mouth open with awe. But it was really, and we did, after a while, this was not a big deal for us. We were doing these society things night after night after night. I mean, it was just, especially in the winter, when people were having all these Christmas parties, and we were the trumpeters. This last one is one of my favorites. Now, we always worked for him. Well, we worked for him year-round. But I always worked for him, certainly around Christmas time. And what do you give the guy who has everything? Well, one of our uniforms, so to speak, was a red scarf. So I went down to one of the hoity Fifth Avenue stores and got him a really, really nice red scarf that he liked. One year I got him a bunch of Christmas records, the Philadelphia Brass record. He loved that. And his favorite, now this is why I'm going to show you this picture. His favorite, my trombone player, was an excellent composer and arranger. And he wrote for the grand opening. He composed about a 25-second fanfare called Fanfare for Trump Tower. Now, wherever Trump would go, he would say, the Trump Tower has everything. The Trump Tower has everything. It has its own waterfall. It has, Cartier. Trump Tower has everything. So I got the score to this fanfare, put it in a really nice, expensive frame, and sent it to him with a letter. Now, capital letters, Trump Tower has everything. And he loved it. If you look in his office in this picture, right by his left ear, you see everything right by the left side of his head. You see everything else is some sort of a picture with him, with Roy Cohn or presidents or Mayor Koch or, whatever. But that is not. That is a manuscript to the fanfare for Trump Tower. So anyway, there you go. There's about 8 or 9 minutes for this morning. No trumpet playing. We'll get back to the pedagogy tomorrow. But I'm telling you, it was a hoot. And at a time when every musician can use a few more bucks, it was a wonderful thing to have that account. And everybody says, do you keep in touch with him? No. If I would, walked into the Oval Office now, I would have to, he has a photographic memory. I would have to probably say, well, if you saw me with a hard hat and a trumpet, you might recognize me. Oh, Ralph. Then he would say, good times, blah, blah, blah. But do we keep in touch? Absolutely not. He's on to some bigger, better things. And likewise. But a great time in my life. It was soon after that I got into public school teaching. It was a great move for me. I love teaching. All the playing, it's something I can bring to my teaching. All this experience I can bring to my teaching that so many people don't have. And I'm absolutely fortunate for those 15 years that I did it. And I would do it again. But teaching is where I belong. And I'm doing what I want to do. And life's good. So anyway, I'm going to the dentist this afternoon. I'll have more to tell you. That whole Novocaine thing, you're not going to believe what happened. Anyway, I got to go back. So that's that. Eat and drink fruits and vegetables. I've already started. And live your life with true power. Not the fake stuff, true power. 1, 2,